Our pets are our companions, our comforters, and sometimes even our protectors. They share our homes, our secrets, and our lives. But what if the creatures we hold so dear harbor dark secrets of their own? Pets are said to have a sixth sense, a mysterious ability to see what lies beyond our perception. Sometimes this gift is a blessing. Other times it reveals horrors we could never have imagined. Tonight we delve into 3 chilling true stories about household pets that will make you look at your furry friends in a whole new light. First story.
Emma always considered her cat, Midnight, a guardian angel in feline form. Midnight had a knack for sensing danger, and Emma trusted her instincts. But one night, Midnight's behavior took a terrifying turn. It started with Midnight sitting at the bottom of the stairs, staring upstairs. Her emerald green eyes fixated on something unseen. At first, Emma brushed it off, thinking Midnight was chasing a shadow. But then Midnight began to growl, a low, guttural sound Emma had never heard before. Suddenly, a loud thud echoed from upstairs, as if something heavy had fallen. Midnight's growling stopped, and she bolted under the couch. Emma, her heart pounding, grabbed a flashlight and cautiously climbed the staircase. Each step creaked ominously, and the hallway lights flickered as she reached the top. She found nothing amiss in her bedroom or the bathroom. But when she entered the guest room, a chill swept over her. The room felt unnaturally cold, and the air smelled faintly of sulfur. On the far wall, Emma noticed deep scratch marks gouged into the wallpaper. They weren't there before. As she stood frozen in the doorway, the temperature dropped further, and Emma felt a cold breath against her ear. A faint whisper followed, indistinct but menacing. Panicking, she spun around and fled downstairs, grabbed Midnight, ran out of the house, and went to a friend's place for the night. The next morning, after she returned home, Emma decided to inspect the guest room in daylight. The scratch marks were still there, but what unsettled her most was the pattern they formed, a series of claw-like marks that spiraled inward, as if something had been trying to break through the wall. Midnight refused to enter the room again, hissing and spitting whenever Emma approached it. From then on out, Emma kept the door to the guest bedroom shut and locked. For weeks, Emma would occasionally hear faint whispers at night and felt cold drafts. Nothing like that first time, but she never went back into the guest bedroom and started to look for a new place. She soon moved out, but she always wondered what was in that bedroom and kept an eye on Midnight for any strange behavior that could warn her of danger.
Second story.
Sam loved his dog Duke, a loyal golden retriever with a sunny disposition. But Duke's cheerful nature vanished the night Sam's new neighbor moved in. The man next door was reclusive, rarely seen during the day. Duke, however, seemed to sense something was off. One night, Sam decided to see what had Duke so unsettled. He looked outside and saw a figure standing in the neighbor's window. Sam's blood ran cold. The next day, Duke refused to go outside. That night, Sam woke to Duke barking furiously. When he rushed downstairs, he found Duke standing at the back door, his fur bristling. Outside, Sam saw footprints in the snow leading from his neighbor's house to his back door and back again. Sam decided to confront his neighbor the following morning. Peeking through the window, he saw the house was empty, its furniture covered in dust and cobwebs. Confused, he called the landlord, who revealed something chilling. The house had been vacant for over a decade. That night, Duke's barking reached a fever pitch. Hesitant but curious, Sam opened the door and descended the creaking steps with Duke at his side. The basement smelled damp and earthy, and the single bulb flickered weakly, casting shifting shadows. At the far corner of the basement, Sam noticed a strange pile of dirt. As he approached, Duke began to growl low and steady. Something in the dirt shifted and Sam froze. Slowly, a clawed hand emerged from the soil. Sam stumbled backward as the creature dragged itself out of the dirt, its movements jerky and unnatural. Duke lunged, barking ferociously, giving Sam enough time to sprint up the stairs and slam the door shut. He could hear Duke's growls and the creature's guttural snarls from the other side, but he wept as he couldn't bring himself to open the door again. Sam lost track of time as he wept. The next thing he knew, the sun had come up. He opened the basement door to find it empty. Duke was gone, and so was the pile of dirt. The only thing left was a claw mark etched into the wooden floor, spiraling inward like a grotesque signature. Sam went back up the stairs, packed a small suitcase, and left never to return, unable to forget his cowardice and the terror he felt the night his loyal dog protected him from something beyond comprehension.
Final story.
Sophia's parrot, Charlie, was known for his uncanny ability to mimic voices. He could repeat her favorite songs and even learn to say her name. But one stormy evening, Charlie's mimicry became eerily specific. It started with a whisper, "Don't go upstairs." Sophia frowned, thinking she had misheard, but Charlie repeated it, louder this time, his tone sharp and almost desperate. "Don't go upstairs!" Sophia glanced at the staircase. The lights were dim and the storm outside cast eerie shadows through the windows. Charlie's warning grew more insistent and his feathers puffed up as he flapped his wings wildly. Against her better judgment, Sophia decided to investigate. Each step up the staircase felt heavier than the last, the air growing colder with every move. By the time she reached the top, she was shivering. A faint hum, almost like a chant, echoed from the hallway. At the end of the hall, her bedroom door was ajar. A dim, flickering light spilled out into the hallway. Her breath hitched as she saw shadows moving inside. Shadows that didn't belong to anything she owned. As she pushed the door open, the light extinguished, plunging the room into darkness. Then a voice, a deep, guttural growl, spoke from the corner. "You shouldn't have come." Sophia screamed and bolted downstairs, nearly tripping over her own feet. When she reached Charlie's cage, the parrot was eerily silent, his head cocked to one side as if listening. She grabbed her keys and fled the house, spending the night in her car. The next morning, Sophia returned with a friend. The upstairs bedroom was empty. Charlie's cage was open. The only trace of the bird was a single feather lying on the floor of the cage, stained with a dark, crimson streak. Sophia never found Charlie, but she couldn't shake the feeling that he had tried to protect her, sacrificing himself to keep her safe. The house was sold soon after, but the new owners didn't stay long. They claimed to hear whispers at night, warnings in a voice they couldn't quite place.
Pets are said to be our protectors, guardians against the unseen. But sometimes they see what we cannot and sense dangers we'll never understand. These stories remind us to trust our animals, because when they warn us, it might just save our lives. If you enjoyed these chilling tales, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, stay safe, and keep an eye on your pets. They might be seeing more than you think.